Before the usual poachers start in, mongering the usual to the lisp that I stood up for Palestine, man. It should be noted that I did absolutely nothing noteworthy on behalf of Palestine. I simply sat in my room, quietly responding to the dreadful threat to freedom of speech going on by reposting TikTok to my Twitter regarding the atrocities being visited on innocent civilians in the name of the United States of America, commenting on the outrage, pain, and despair such a disturbed presidential arrangement visits on me as a street urchin in Tacoma from Pittsburgh. That's all I did. There's no standing up for Palestine involved in making judgment against atrocity and genocide visited on civilians, mostly children, women and children. Now, I would like to comment on nonviolence. People who know even a little bit about the history of nonviolence know that Gandhi sadly admitted that it wouldn't have worked against Adolf Hitler. He said he probably would not have been able to raise his fist because it humiliates and demeans him too much. That's the sort of man I am too. And the British pointed out that as humbling as it was that Gandhi endured beatings and came up against the colonialism of the British Empire, knowing what they had visited, for example, on Ireland, it would only work because the British were sufficiently gentlemanly to be humbled, to be embarrassed, and to be humiliated. This was also supposedly true of the United States of America. It would not have worked against Israel. Whether you follow the terrible incitement that Israel visited on Palestine, or whether you enjoy being kept in the dark by Western media, Israel is not the sort of dignified, gentlemanly jurisprudence that could be humbled, embarrassed, or in any way moved by facing the humanity of those they mistreat, brutalize, cage, murder, assassinate, slander, abuse, and humiliate. They're not that kind of people. Gandhi, unfortunately, does not work against people who are inhuman. And that's a sad fact that Joe Biden doesn't seem to comprehend when he implies that the Palestinians should quietly mind their place. What are they going to do? File a lawsuit when their journalist is sniped in cold blood and the funeral attacked? Is that what they're going to do, Joe? Democratically elect an attorney general for Gaza and say, we hereby petition the Biden administration to regard us as human. What are they going to do? So you're asking me, did I stand up for Palestine? I didn't do a damn thing for Palestine. All I did was point out the terrible sadism of Joe Biden in allowing and standing by while Israel uses my name for an indecency of this magnitude. Biden is allowing Israel to use my name for a terrifying indecency of unspeakable magnitude right now. I'm doing nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. I'm sitting on my derriere in a nowheresville, Tacoma, called Section 8 as a deaf man. I can't even call my congressman about it because they've given me Parkinson's. I can't sign. They've made me deaf, so I can't talk on the phone. And that was back in the days when I supported the Israelis. They pulled that on me. And Joe Biden says no. Well, I say no to Joe Biden. There's no going back. You turn tail right now on your support for Israel, and maybe there's a chance we'll talk in the future. If I wake up tomorrow and you still have not voiced gross indignity to Netanyahu about their outrage, it's over between us. Don't darken my doors. We part ways.